everybody. It's lovely to see so many faces. And it's a total joy and an honour to be playing support for Taylor tonight for the first time. How has this not happened yet? So I'm going to play some tunes for you and hope you have a lovely evening. This first one, I've been tussling with the title since I wrote it 2 years ago, but I've finally now settled on the name, Barricade. So I hope you enjoy. I'm not sure how many other songwriters there are in the room, but I think 2 years has got to be a record for finding a song title for me, but we got there in the end. I'm actually going to resurrect a really old one that I wrote coming up for 12 years ago now. Whenever I play a venue to a new crowd of people, I really like to take you on a journey so you can see where my songwriting's been, where it is now, and where it's going. So this is an old one, and I'm hoping to goodness I remember the words. And it's called Counting Seconds. fast train, so no, I can't get home. Why am I even here now? I really should be honest. He's looking into my eyes, but my gaze avoids his. He's sipping his pink champagne, but he's toasting to himself. Why is it times like this? Excuses stick like honey. I'm being kept here against my will. Emotional blackmail keeps me still. I'm such a fool, I should have seen it coming. He's talking rings and stuff, I really need to leave. Why is it times like this? I wish we weren't together. I'm being kept here against my will. Emotional blackmail keeps me still. I hate this, I just want to go. But if I leave now, will he come? Cool, I'm playing around with my set list a little bit tonight. Maybe it's the wild weather that's making me feel a little bit crazy, but this is a tune that I absolutely love, and sadly I didn't write it. It's one of those, and I don't think it needs any introduction. I think you'll probably all know it. Lost in time, can't count the words I said when I thought they went unheard. All of those harsh thoughts, so unkind, 'cause I wanted you. Now I sit here, I'm all alone. Bloody mess, tears fly home. A circle of angels deep in war, 'cause I wanted you. Weak as I realised one of the key lines in that is, weak as I am, I'm no one's fool. And most of you in the room will know that I just released a single called Fool, about quite the opposite, how I sometimes feel like a complete idiot. So I'm not playing that tonight because, quite frankly, I've not played piano enough to unleash that kind of crazy on you, and I don't have my amazing co-writer here with me. But if you want to check out my latest single, there's a funk rework of it also floating around, and it's on all the usual streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, etc, etc. So if you'd like to check that out, I'd absolutely love to hear what you think of it. Okie dokie. Alright, I'm going to play a tune for you now called Sweet Serotonin. Choices, everyday choices to be made, to stay in bed or go to work, to seek attention, beauty on parade, beauty on parade. Judging, always seeing people looking on, deciding whether I'm worth their time or nothing, more than nothing, more than nothing. Invisible before the SSRIs hit the bloodstream. Invisible until I get my hit of sweet serotonin. Flirting, danger and adrenaline, the deep desire of longing to be wanted for the shell I'm in, the shell I'm in. Invisible before the SSRIs hit the bloodstream. Invisible until I get my hit of sweet serotonin. Danger, my mood is low, it's plummeting. I feel my body sinking into the sand of brain deficiencies again. Deficiencies again. Yeah, invisible before the SSRIs hit the bloodstream. Invisible until I get my hit of sweet serotonin. Cool, so this next one is the most recent song that I co-wrote. Something that happened to me in 2019 that was a really new experience was actually writing with other people. So the one I mentioned before, Fool, was written with an incredible jazz composer, friend of mine called Tom Haynes. I think there are a few people in the room who know Tom, and his talent speaks for itself. But there's another fantastic writer that I had the opportunity to work with, who also happens to be a good friend, called Hannah Wolf. Some of you may have seen her perform. It feels a bit weird playing this without her, and the last time we played it was the day we wrote it, so this is very, very hot off the press, and it's called Bad Idea. not a very good idea. But with you whispering in my ear, I can't help but shiver when those hands start to explore, and it makes me quiver for those eyes say you want more. But I know that I should head toward the door. You're such a tease. I shouldn't be here, but I just can't leave. 'Cause you're all so charming. Maybe this is not a very good idea. But with you whispering in my ear, I can't help but shiver when those hands start to explore, and it makes me quiver for those eyes say you want more. And I know that I should head toward the door. So I grab my things, finally trying to leave, and you stand in my way. You kiss my neck and pull me back, and so it starts again. I know that I should head towards, I know that I should head towards, I know that I should head, but I can't help but shiver when your hands start to explore, and it makes me quiver for those eyes say you want more. When you flash that smile, I crumble to the floor. But I know that I should head toward the door. I know that I should head toward the door. Cool, so I'm going to play a couple more and then I'll have the total delight of, I say handing over to Taylor, actually handing you over to a short break, and then handing you over to Taylor. The next song I'm going to play for you, I wrote last summer. It was the first song I wrote after having my son. It was the first song I wrote last year, I think, at all. So it's very special to me. It broke a particularly long and painful writer's block. And time for a slightly, I say slightly shameless plug, totally shameless plug. So I'm working on a second EP. I say I'm working on a second EP, it's almost all done. I'm re-recording this one tomorrow because the computer ate the file. But if you would like to be part of making the EP happen, I am actually running a crowdfunder at the moment. So if you would like to be part of that, I have a very limited amount of CDs from my last EP for sale. But what I'd really love is we've got those fancy little posters with the tear off bit at the bottom, just so if you don't want to crack your phone out and do it now because pressure, if you'd like to take the information away, I'd be so grateful for your support so I can actually put some of this new music into your ears. So I'm not telling you what it's called yet, you'll have to wait and see when it eventually happens, but the crowdfunder's running for 12 more days, so I'd be really grateful if you have a little look, and if you like what you hear, get behind the project. So this one is called Icarus, and I hope it's as special to you as it is to me. Told me how I would be this year, I wouldn't believe forget, 'cause I flew too close to the sun, and I watched as my feathers fell away one by one. I flew too close to the sea, didn't learn from the Icaruses before me. If somebody told me that my eyes would feel like they are weeping ceaselessly, no, I wouldn't believe them. And nobody told me that it would be like I am lost in the abyss. No, I wouldn't believe them, 'cause I flew too close to the sun, and I watched as my feathers fell away one by one. I flew too close to the sea, didn't learn from the Icaruses before me. Now I'm walking away as the tears roll down my face, and I'm coming to terms with a life I must erase. And my head hangs in shame as I try to redeem my name, because in the end there's only one person to blame, Lady Icarus. If somebody told me how I would think that my mind would be a tangled mess, no, I wouldn't believe them. And nobody warned me there'd be no redress to all the endless sleepless nights. No, I wouldn't believe them, 'cause I flew too close to the sun, and I watched as my feathers fell away one by one. I flew too close to the sea, didn't learn from the Icaruses before me. Now I'm walking away as the tears roll down my face, and I'm coming to terms with a life I must erase. And my head hangs in shame as I try to redeem my name, because in the end there's only one person to blame, Lady Icarus. Lady Icarus, there is no redress, Lady Icarus. And for those of you who have seen me play before, I always like to end on a positive note, because let's be honest, not many of my songs have that in them. So this is actually what I classically describe as the only happy song that I've ever written to date. That's not to say there won't be some, but this one I actually wrote. Again, it's another one. It's 12 years old. It was one of the first songs that I ever wrote, and it's just about being content, like everything being all right, and that's a really nice place to be. So I'm going to leave you with this one. It's the title track off my debut EP. There are only 5 copies left. I thought there were only 3 after my last gig in November, but I found a couple more, so you're in luck if you would like one. This tune is called The View From Here. I've been Antonia Kirby, and it's been so lovely to play for you. Enjoy. into my own. I'm beginning to learn who I am. There's nothing to cry over, no reason for shame, 'cause I got my mind back, I'm playing the game. I'm watching the world passing by, I'm just sitting, thoughts spinning around in my mind. I'm looking around in my life, there's nothing I would change. I'm watching the world passing by, I'm just sitting, thoughts spinning around in my mind. I'm looking around in my life, there's nothing I would change. I have been down and I've been around, and I've drunk more wine than I'd like to admit to. And it's times like these I'm not gonna miss. I used to walk round a fake smile on my face, treating life like it was some kind of race. And it's times like these I've got to slow down, watching the world passing by, I'm just sitting, thoughts spinning around in my mind.